Hey guys, Regina Floyd of freedom2livelifewell.com coming to you from the Kamalani Playground in Waialua, Kauai. And I just want to shoot this quick video because I want to talk to you about guarding your mindset. And, a couple things brought that up for me. But real quick, I am here in the playground because, as you can maybe see behind me, this is a playground in the Waialua area, Lydgate Park. And I had been promising my daughter she could come play here and we would spend some time here today. We were here a little bit later than I had planned, but we decided to hit a farmer's market. I'm panning around a little bit so you can kind of see I'm going to stand up. And we hit a farmer's market today, and we went to Macy's, and we hit a couple grocery stores looking for some things I needed. And I just promised her we'd come here and she could play at the park. But I wanted to shoot this video while I'm here, letting her do her thing, about guarding your mindset. And what brings that up for me is, while here in Kauai, I've been sharing that one of my dreams is to actually move here. And that's a huge goal. That's a huge dream. And for most people, doing that just seems crazy and almost impossible because I hate to say it, but the typical person, 97%er, is thinking about, what are they going to do? How are they going to move here? What's the security? What job are they going to have? That type of thing. And I'm not saying I'm not considering that. But the interesting thing is that I've got a little bit different mindset. And I was sharing this mindset with a friend of mine who was kind of questioning me about the goal I had and needed to have some security. They needed to have some security about making this big move, and felt that, I wasn't maybe preparing enough, or, kind of questioning my preparedness for doing something like that. And, I started sharing how even if I had to come here and clean toilets or sell beads on the beach or whatever, which is not the case, but if I had to do that to make ends meet here, if I had to come and, God forbid, live on the beach in my car, then, for a dream that's big enough or something you want to do bad enough, then I would be willing to do that. I would do whatever it takes to make my goal come true. Fortunately, I don't believe that's my situation, and I don't plan on it being my situation, because, I know that with my business that I do, marketing online, that I can basically meet my needs of my family. I do have some retirement income, and also I know that, the online income that I can make with my business is going to more than take care of me, to live how I want to live. Now, granted, is it going to buy me the $1 million house? Not yet. But am I going to wait until I have $1 million to get here? Absolutely not. I'm not willing to wait, 5 years, 10 years, and have a secure retirement plan or whatever. No, sorry, that's not good enough. And as I got to talking to him, and then also talking to some local people, it really just reminded me about guarding my mindset, that I need to be putting the right stuff in my mind and, associating with people that support my goals, believe in that kind of goals, and believe that it's possible. And, another situation I came into was, as I was walking around yesterday, I was taking my daughter around. We were in Poipu and Kaloa and looking at Poipu Beach and just kind of exploring the area. And I started talking to a shop owner. We were in a store buying some almonds, believe it or not. And I started asking her questions about moving here and how she did it and how she found a home and schools. And she started talking to me. And interestingly enough, without asking any questions, she heard me say that it was my daughter and I moving. And she obviously knew I was a single mom. And kind of started talking about some things I'd have to be concerned about. For example, schools and how my daughter would get along in school. And she also alluded to the fact that, I would need a job, and I'd need to find a job, and I'd have to figure out something to do while my daughter was, while I was working, and who would take care of her. And it's kind of funny because I just kind of let her talk, and I didn't tell her that, I work from home, and that I market online, and I can do that anywhere, and I can, be in any city, in any state doing that. And ironically, fortunately, in that case, if I moved here or when I move here, I don't have to worry about who's going to watch my daughter, because if she's not in school, she's with me. And, it just really made me think of the mindset, because that is the typical mindset that when someone thinks about moving to Kauai, they immediately go, what am I going to do for work? Matter of fact, she recommended I go down to the Marriott because they were hiring. So it is really great, because she was such a warm lady who was just so very helpful. and she also referred me to some affordable housing and, you know, things like that. So she gave me some resources, but it was interesting that her thinking was struggle. Her thinking was that it would be difficult, and, you know, and her thinking was a job, and her thinking was, you know, cheap rent and things like that. And it just made me aware of my mindset, and it made me aware of, you know, where I choose to focus and what I choose to believe is possible. And I just knew that, you know, mindset is so critical to the success of anything that any of us do. And I'm so grateful that because of what I've made a choice to do, and because of the people I surround myself with, and because of the business I'm in, I'm able to consider coming to Kauai, and I don't have to worry about going to get a job. I can move here. My biggest you know, concern is finding a place to live. And it was kind of funny. I was joking with my daughter because I have a 4Runner, a Toyota 4Runner, which actually has a big back area. And I was joking with her. I said, worst case, if we can't find an apartment, we'll just camp on the beach and sleep in the back of the 4Runner. Now, that's not what I want to do, but you know what? I want to be here that bad that I would do that if that's what it took. Now, I don't believe I have to do that because there are a lot of, you know, apartments here and things that I'm looking at, and you know, classifieds, and just looking at different options that I have to be able to move here and live. And so I wanted to encourage you that, you know, hopefully from what I've shared here, that you've seen that your mindset's important. You need to feed your mind with positive, uplifting, supporting, and you need to believe that you can achieve your goals, and it doesn't have to be a struggle, and you don't have to focus on, you know, the hardships of like getting a job and who's going to watch your kid and that kind of stuff. I choose not to focus on that stuff. I choose to figure out how I'm going to get here, when I'm going to get here, where am I going to live, and honestly, how am I going to keep myself from being eaten alive by mosquitoes and all the bugs that seem to really like me right now. So those are my biggest concerns. And, you know, and then do I bring my pets? You know, so stuff like that is what I'm thinking about moving here. Not necessarily am I going to get a job and that kind of stuff. So I encourage you, no matter what you do, even if you know, have no idea what I'm talking about, I can't relate to this at all, is to protect and guard your mindset. Build a positive mindset. To be supported by people that are going the same direction as you, that believe in your dreams, will support you in your dreams, believe in your dreams, believe in you, and don't poo-poo your goals because they just seem outrageous, okay? So I hope that provided some value. I look forward to talking to you again. Be sharing more videos here in the next couple days as the year is coming to a close. Now is the time to make some decisions in your life. Decide where you're going to go. Decide where you're going to go and who you're going to go with and when you're going to do it, and just do it. So check around in this video. If you're seeing it on YouTube, check the description. If you're seeing it on my blog, then definitely click some links and find out how I'm able to make, you know, this kind of a transition happen in the future. 2014, sometime in the year, I'll be moving here, and find out how I make that happen. Find out how I can come here without worrying about getting a job. So I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Make it a fabulous night because you really do deserve it. Take care now.